It was a bad alternator straight out of the box, so that makes number 6. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video, or as always, if you're new here, welcome to the channel. Today we're replacing yet another alternator in the truck. This, I think, is the fifth one that I've gotten, third one that I've actually had in the truck for longer than a week. Hopefully this one will fix the issues I'm having, but I got one. This one's a 250 amp upgraded one, so hopefully that'll fix my issue and last a while, because this one wasn't cheap. So hopefully this one fixes my problem. But it's dark, so this is going to be a fun one. I haven't showed you replacing them before, so I guess I'll go ahead and do that now. All you're going to need for this job is, I think it's a 15 millimeter ratchet for the 2 bolts on the bottom. I believe that back one's a 10, and then you'll need to put a bar on the belt tensioner to get the belt off. That is a 16 millimeter, at least on mine's a 5.3 LM7. So I guess let's go ahead and start taking the belt off. All right, belt's off. It's as simple as that. You just get like a ratchet or a breaker bar, would probably be ideal. Get it on that tensioner and just pull that off. So I'm gonna go ahead and start taking off these 2 15s. It's this one here and this one here. It's right, I mean, it's, you just go over and it's right there. There's just 2. All right, so both those 15s are out. They're kind of long. Takes a minute to get out, but both of those are out. Now you'll just want to take off the connector, which is here, and then take off this, which is your charge cable, or goes into the back, gets used back to your battery. When you take that off, you can unhook the battery, but what I'll normally do is, it's kind of loose enough, I just kind of tuck it up in here, because obviously it's got battery power, so if it touches metal it will arc off. So I just try to be careful, and I'll show you what I think happened to this one too when I pull it off. But I'll go ahead and take this one off. Like I said, I'm almost positive it's a 10. If not, I will definitely come back and let you guys know. So I'm gonna go ahead and take that off, and I'll be right back. Okay, so the old one is out. That is a 10, by the way, just this one back here. And then that connector, the 2 15s, I can show you here. The 1 15's right here, that other one's right here. So like I said, it's just right there. But this is the old one. It is in there kind of tight. It's got these pins here, these guide pins for the bolts. They kind of squish in there as you tighten it down. So all I did was I just got my handy dandy pry tool and just ever so slightly just kind of worked it in there and worked it out. It slid right out. You can do it by hand, that just makes it a little easier. So here's my old one, and let me show you where I think it probably messed up, because this was working great for a while, and then this is how I got it from Rock Auto. And now I don't think it's Rock Auto's fault. I think it just got damaged in shipping. This plug is just shattered, if you can see it. And so I think probably what happened is it can't seal. There's a seal on this plug here, this orange seal. And it was like halfway in, halfway out. And I think it probably just, after a while, it just let moisture in there. It probably just either got corroded or let everything get in here and just kind of said, you know, goodbye to the diodes. So this is the old one I'm taking out, and let's go look at our new one. So this one here is our new one. As you can see, I mean, it looks about the same. This one is a 250 amp. The plug is intact. Let's go ahead and pop this in. I probably won't record it. It's the same thing backwards as taking that one out. And start the truck, and we'll see if she charges. If not, I'm out another alternator. So let's get to it. The new alternator's in, belt is on, belt is routed right, everything's plugged in, got all that. So let's fire her up and see if she's charging. Battery voltage is solid. Looks a little bit above 14. But I will say this cluster was rebuilt, so that could be a little off, but I'm pretty sure the specs on these trucks is like 13 something to 14.2 or something like that. So I mean, that looks about right. So I'm gonna let it run for a minute, go inside, maybe get some food, come back out, see what it's looking like, and that should be fixed. All right guys, as you can see, it's the next day. It didn't fix it. It was a bad alternator straight out of the box, so that makes number 6. So guess what? $200 later and about another alternator, this makes number 7. So I'm gonna pop this one in. I'm not gonna video it, but I'm gonna pop it in, start the truck, see if it works. Let's go. All right, got the new one installed. Already started the truck up. Seems to be charging fine. It's fluctuates a little bit, but in the parameters of where it needs to be. It'll, like under a full load with AC, fan on high, lights, brights, all that stuff, it'll drop down to a little bit, like a tad bit below 14, then kind of climb back up and just kind of sit right there. So at least so far I think it's fixed. We'll see. This is, I believe, number 6 that I've actually put on the truck. So I don't know. I'm gonna eventually go through the grounds because I'm almost thinking that that's an issue, or maybe it's just cheap alternators, I don't know. But for right now, it seems to be fixed. Pretty happy about it. Haven't had the truck for about a month, and now me and the fam are gonna go get a new couch. And yes, I did change clothes because I changed the alternator and I was still in my work clothes. Didn't feel like running around like that. So that's gonna be it for today's video, guys. I just kind of wanted to show you that, kind of reiterating on my alternator and electrical issues. So I figured this would kind of be an interesting video, and I know people like to see other people in pain. So that's it. Truck's running back now. $200 and a new alternator later, after I replaced a brand new alternator with another brand new alternator, it seems to be fixed. So if you guys like this video, hit that like button. It helps me out a lot. Hit that subscribe button if you like what I'm putting out. Go check out some other videos. If you have any comments, questions, concerns, as always, leave them down below. I'll answer them to the best of my abilities, and I'll see you guys next time.